It's one of those things that you have to constantly check in order to keep your car running properly, the oil.
That's right. The folks at Gwatney showed me the simplicity of checking the oil, and I even got to get underneath my vehicle's hood to drain the oil and refill it. We're here at Gwatzilla Wash-N-Lube today, and Jamie Cobb is going to walk through how often I should be changing my oil, and I really need to know this.
Exactly. Well, all vehicles today pretty much have what they call an oil life monitor. It's measuring a percentage of the use of the oil, not how much is actually in the vehicle. So you still got to check your oil. But the recommendations that we used to hear about 3,000 miles, change your oil, some people still adhere to that.
Yeah, I thought it was.
But with oils today being synthetic, they don't break down as quickly. So they do last longer. Tolerances in the engine are better. So we're not having to change oil quite as often. But again, going back to that manufacturer specs, it's going to tell you what your oil life monitor says. Hey, it's time to get, or we have a percentage of when it's time to get it changed.
Is it acceptable for a car to use a little oil?
Yeah, absolutely. A car's not going to necessarily not burn any oil at all, but you can have to refer to your manufacturer spec to say what's the limit that it should use. And the old adage used to be 1 quart every 3,000 miles was acceptable. But again, with newer engines, we're not seeing that necessarily that much.
I actually need an oil change, so what about you showing me how to do it?
Let's get your gloves on and get started.
Okay.
This is so cool. I've never seen the underside of my car. Which end? Like this?
Yep.
All right, that was pretty comfy. I could take a nap down there.
Looking good. All right, we've drained the oil. Now we got to make sure we put some back in. Just go ahead and reach in there and let's remove the oil cap.
All right, got that removed.
Yep. All right, so this is already set up for the predetermined amount of oil. So squeeze that trigger and then just hold it until it quits.
All right. So what makes Gwatzilla different about getting an oil change?
Well, again, time is important to you, so we want to make this as quick as possible. So we ask you to stay in the vehicle during the service.
What?
Yep.
I get to sit here in the car?
We'll give you a bottle of water.
Oh.
That was a little damp.
Jamie, I've been doing it all wrong. I've never gotten to do that.
A lot of people ask us, say, what happens in the summertime when it's really hot? Well, we just put air conditioning right in your car because we can't leave it running. So we'll have you roll down a back window.
Really?
Or even a side glass if it's on the other side. And we just actually pump air conditioning right into your vehicle.
All right, well, I'm pretty confident now in being able to change the oil in my car. However, I don't know that I actually want to do it.
Well, I've got an application ready for you, so I'm ready to put you to work.
I'm good. We'll let them handle it.
Yeah, why would you want to change your own oil when they literally let you sit in your car, put some air conditioning in there during the summer?
I've never done that before, where you get to sit in your car while they change your oil.
That's luxury oil changing right there.
Like I said, I've been doing it all wrong. I didn't know you could do that.
Me neither.
Didn't even know it was a thing.
Do you feel confident in your oil changing skills?
Yeah, I do. I feel like I could potentially do it if I really needed to. No, of course not. Come on, Ansley.
I know.
But here's the thing. If you were stranded and you needed to, it is good to have all this information. That's why we do Mechanic Monday.
Yes.
You know, it's good to have the knowledge and to at least know and understand it. So if you are ever stranded, you at least know how.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
Good stuff. All right.
Well, when we come